Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I am Gilles Mansillon. I'm an artist and spiritualist. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for liking, sharing, for commenting, and I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I wanted to discuss a few ideas, just simple ideas. Take whatever resonates with you. Everything is just point of view in this in this relative reality. Yesterday I was talking about the nirvana of being, to move into the higher planes, where it's when you move from the impure into the pure, when you move from the heavy into the light. And from there you forget all of the memory, you move into this realm of ascended consciousness. You find your true bliss within the void of the nothingness of the now, beyond time, beyond space. And so once you reach there, hopefully you will make it, we'll all make it there. You will meet the Godheads, your God, your Creator, and you will be reminded you are the Creator. And these Godheads will definitely tell you that, remind you of the billions of souls that are still prisoners of ignorance within the samsara, within this planet, and so you cannot leave and ascend back to a higher spiritual realm. You have a responsibility to come in with your lucidity, to return into the samsara in order to assist those souls to free themselves. So at which point we return into the samsara with our light, and we become the bodhisattva. We become he who comes to teach by compassion. And so, until the point God says, well, you're liberated, you can go, but that will come in due time. For now, we are here in service to humanity, in service to the planet, in service to the Creator. For most of us, we awaken, we find joy in service, we find pleasure in service, we find growth in service. And I wanted to discuss the fact that there are millions of civilizations in the universe, some of them very advanced. Those who come to us have more advanced technologies. Some are positive, negative, or neutral. But they all have rebel group, factions that are rebels. Even so, it's not because some group comes from a certain civilization or because they look a certain way that they'll be either positive or negative. Just see with your feeling, go with your feeling, and God and the angels are protecting you no matter what, but don't understand, just as there is faction and there is rebels on those higher planes that decided to go back and explore the darkness. We are the rebels here. We are the rebels into this dark matrix. We are the rebels. We bring the light of truth, the light of God, the light of consciousness into the darkness of that matrix. Because there is a lot of dirt that needs to be cleansed and cleared. Everybody carries some, more or less, but carries so much dirt, so much karma. And the light will definitely clean that. It's like the walls are coming to the new energy, the frequency. It's like nobody's going to be able to escape this light. And the light will do the cleansing. The karma is all about balancing the energies of our own creation. And there is one truth, is that all is and ever will be eternally perfect. The love of God, that's all you are, that's all I am. But because of the conditioning that we have accepted when we came down here, we are moving towards this realization. And all can be forgiven once there is a sincere recognition of our errors and we seek to return to the light. I wanted to discuss an idea that's a bit sensitive, but when the veils are going to fall, we're going to realize all kinds of things. And that a lot of the gods of mythology, or the old gods, are really... well, now everybody's moved back into the alignment with the One, because they're very highly intelligent beings. They come from higher planes. So they all align with the One now. But at the time, they were just the gods that want to punish you if you don't blindly submit to their rules, and they're asking for sacrifice, and you have to please them. And those were not God. They were just advanced extraterrestrial with massive egos, and so God is only love, mercy, and ministry. And so for it's like even Jehovah, I met this like Jehovah. It's like he's alive now. He came in and he sent me a God to protect me on the right side. But above that there is Yahweh, and above that there is Adonai, the one that is all like Allah. Those are the ones that the supreme being, supreme consciousness. But there is a lot of inferior deities that are very, very powerful influence on the consciousness because of past last revelation. Those were extraterrestrial interferences, and not the Anunnakis. There were some really wonderful things that they brought into the human consciousness. The reptilian brought some really wonderful things. There is all kinds, because even the dark, it's all about bringing the balance between the dark and the light. So do not label things. But everything needs to be taken under consideration as far as, because all the revelations, everything that was done, I love all those mythologies and I love all those entities. They're all assisting me and part of my consciousness. But they all have to be taken in the cultural context and the level of consciousness at the time the revelation were made. So it's like, so we need discernment and filter it through the I am, through your heart, through the living presence of the Creator. So I'm just trying to express those things, but for all is part of the one. All is one in truth. And I realize my soul when I talk about the soul. The soul is our divine self. There are many souls. There is only one soul. It's the universal soul of God. But we all part of that. And we're connected to a group soul. My own group soul is deeply connected to the master soul of our universe. But my own soul, I realize, the soul fragments themselves, more or less depending on their level of evolution. It's like if your soul has attained the divine I am, then it can become a whole universe with millions of planets. But souls don't go on, and they take on the responsibility of what they're doing on their level. And but every soul fragment themselves, and there is sometimes the lower fragment comes down to the earth, and then there is a higher fragment that stays on top to guide the lower fragment. Yet whether it is the higher fragment or the lower fragment, it is the whole. It is the whole. There is no higher or lower. There's just a level of vibration, and and I realized that something that I realized a long time ago. I was kind of mystified by it because I was revealed 2 past lives in the 18th century, and they're historical figures. So I looked at their life, because when I realized it was my own experience, my own Akash, and then I realized they lived in the same time. So I was like, maybe I was wrong, maybe one of them is not. But I realize now, because there is somebody else, maybe more than one person, that is my own soul. It's like another person that lives in a physical body, has a different life, but it's part of. She's not a soulmate. She's part of my own soul. That's why it's so difficult for me to break free, break away, because I'm so much connected to my soul. So we still have to align. We haven't been able to align to each other yet, but hopefully someday. And so just realize that the universe there is so much to be discovered, and you can have other people that will recognize each other, or soulmates, people that we've known so well in many past lives. We recognize them right away. But when it's your own soul, it's like, well, sometimes it's like, well, when did I choose to do that? It's like I also wanted to talk about the fact when we move into the settle realm, whether we settle or not or growth heavy level of consciousness, all our thoughts still creates our reality. Everything, every little impulse, every thought that come out shift the reality. Everything else, even a small thought is like boom, they will completely change everything. Yet there is a past that is being supervised by our higher self, our monad, and a higher self that adapt to our soul, but it will always bring us back to what it wants, our soul plan. The more we're conscious, the more we learn to dance with the dance. I'm just sharing thoughts. I hope they resonate with you here. And but sometimes we just contemplate. There is thoughts that come out that's like, whoa, where is that taking me? It's like. But then I realized, well, so I go with it. But it's like, this is not really where I wanted to go. And eventually I'm always brought back into my track. But understanding all is one. There is only one life. It's one of the eternal principles, eternal law, only one life. Yet we have to discern, we have to separate the truth from the lie. We have to separate the spiritual from the material, to discern, to know what is good and what is not, what is wanted, what is not wanted, what we need to increase, to cultivate, what we need to let go. It's very important to discriminate. And because we live in a situation, in a place right now where this matrix is like everything is created to distract us from this inner realization. There is higher technologies from negative extraterrestrial that amplifies all the emotions, because that they use that to cultivate to be able to feed on the fear of humanity. So it's like it's very challenging to feel all this emotion. But as we cultivate love, we can use that technologies to enhance the principle of love, and then what they if they feed on love, so be it. I would love to have them feed on love, but most of them won't. But we live in a world with fake history, fake news, fake science, and a lot of fake people, fake celebrities. It's like clones of celebrities on the internet and all kinds of things. It's very bizarre. So what we seek is to discover higher meaning and higher values. Meanings are understood, those things are revealed by our God self, and values are felt. Eventually, we'll come to realize supreme value and supreme meaning, the truth, the beauty, and the goodness. Because all things have truth, have beauty, have goodness, but God is truth, He is beauty, and He is goodness. So we want to come closer to that and realize those values, and eventually ultimate value, not to talk about absolute value and meaning. It's like that's a little bit farther away, but even ultimate value, transcendental value, beyond truth, beyond beauty, beyond goodness, is really. When we open the book, once we search, the book are starting to be open. But also, it's very important to let go, to completely, to be a rebel, to not give in to this submission to this Draco-reptilian ruled society of dark shadows and matrix. Everything's going to crumble down. The light is going to eat up everything. It's going to consume. It's either going to return to the light or they'll be consumed by it. So I do believe in the great solar flash. That is, to me, it will shift the whole global consciousness. It will accelerate, but we cannot rush it. For it's like the galactics don't have that kind of power. Some celestials, of course, can, but they're all waiting for the God self, for God to, the prime creator, the supreme creator, the main creator, to give his green light for that, I think, because he will awaken a lot of people, but he will be very brutal on the unawakened, and even those who are just awakening or semi-awakened. We don't know the effect of the solar flash, what it will do to our body. Yet I'm really looking forward to it. I've been ready for even extraterrestrial intervention for decades, all of that. I've been trying to talk about extraterrestrial ever since the 90s, the early 90s. I've been talking to everybody about it. I was living in the United States, so people, as an artist, they could almost accept it. And for the other events are really distraction from our ascension. All it is created out there within this matrix for division, conflict, fear, and drama. What we seek in inner peace and expression of our divine love, the higher self. And I wanted to thank you, because I feel very lucky to have you, to have this channel, because I can share spiritual truths where I could write, but it's like here, it's very wonderful to be able to do that, and because it is a service that I'm doing. And when you receive this light, if you integrate any of this information, it helps you grow, and then you share it around you, and then eventually we'll have 1,000 people awaken. When 1,000 people can touch 1,000 people, and each of them have 1,000 people, we have 1 million, and the million will create the shift. Right now we're 144,000 plus, but we need 1 million awakened beings to create this amazing shift. And as every time we have any sort of love, any sorts of compassion, any sort of abandonment to the divine, we're really assisting the whole process of humanity to grow and unfold. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wasn't going to sing a song, but they made me sing. There's this song that went through my mind, and they made me sing it in the French reading. So I'm French video, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it here as well. So the card of the day is from the Akash is spirituality and religion. Follow whatever there is. There is a lot of wisdom and love within religion as well. It's just a lot of there is also limitation, because after the revelation of the religion, they were taken by people who had some political interest, and so a lot of it was So just discern, but there is a lot of good things. There's some things that eventually we it's better to align with your heart and your deepest feeling than to align with whatever communal beliefs there is, because there is a lot of false teaching as well. So your heart, your truth, your sense of love, compassion, clarity, lucidity will definitely guide you. Call on your guides, your arch guardian angel as well. The observer of the day is regeneration. We're about to be elevated and regenerated on the cellular. It's going on the cellular level beyond our consciousness. But all of a sudden, when the light body hologram is going to activate, it's going to be magnificent. I've seen it on 11/11, 2011, and 11/11 in the morning. My light body was like, it was there. Maybe this 11/11 on November 11, I'm going to see it again. I was like, I was ready to write the universe with it, and it's like it stayed here. It was like, oh, you want it all now, huh? So I was happy to see it. It's so magnificent. Our light bodies, many light bodies, there's 5 of them that were designed for humanity, that will emerge from within us when it's the time. The highest wisdom is to let go of all the dramas, all the conflicts, all the opposition, all the sports, the politics, the dramas, all of that. It's just, the more you can just do away with it, the better. Just some love and light through the whole process. What needs to be understood is happy, the divine perfection of all that is. Very important to know there is a divine plan, and everything, it's like everything has been chaotic, and at some point everything's going to come into place. Like by magic. Sometimes I try to speculate upon what I see in this future plan, this future, because we have a part of ourselves in the present, but we also have a part of ourselves in the future, a little part of ourselves in the past, and we blend in, we harmonize those. But to see that, I see that in the future, it will all be perfect at the time when it comes. What we need to do is continue to cultivate this deep knowledge, and the outcome will be peace. There is nothing more precious than peace of mind, and then we'll be able to bring this peace in the world. Well, my friends, I hope you like this message. I'm going to finish with a song and pull out a few more oracles. It's an old song of Frank Sinatra. It's a bit sensitive because it's like a song that connects me to my soul twin. And we're not really in alignment, but this song keeps coming in, saying not to forget about her, maybe. I don't know. It goes like this. Streaming my pain with a finger, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with a song, killing me softly with a song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with a song. I heard she sang a good song, I heard she had a style, and so I came to see her and listen for a while. And there she was, this young girl, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with a finger, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with a song, killing me softly with a song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with a song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt she found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that she would finish, but she just kept right on, strumming my pain with a finger, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with a song, killing me softly with a song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with a song. Voilà. Do the short version. What was the last? I forgot the last verse. It came in the French video. So The observer of the day is to be indulgent and not to be too severe, and yet to keep things on track. Very important, not to be too indulgent. The highest wisdom is the triumph, to be ready for this triumph of the light, the triumph of your higher self, of your God self. The glory will return to God, but we do have some merit to align with that, to cooperate with that. What we need to understand is the reparation, so much that will need to be balanced out. What we need to do is trust, faith and trust, and the outcome will be happiness. We're going to be able to feel this happiness, because after it's like when things will come together after all this time of difficult passage that we've been through, this dark night of the soul, we're going to be really happy. Then once we find the end of the tunnel, we reach the light. It's going to be so magnificent. And I thank you so very much. Wish you a wonderful day. I thank you for your donations, and I thank you for supporting the channel. I'll talk to you later. Salat.